Live. All right. Welcome everybody. How we doing? How we doing today? Welcome to the weekly beer and video review show with Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan. That is me, and we have an awesome episode. So, I hope you're having fun, having a good time this Sunday. And if you're new to this show, I'll tell you real quick what we do is we go ahead and we go live right here on YouTube, and we talk about the videos that came out last week. We preview the videos that come out next week on my YouTube channel. And all while we do this, we go ahead and we drink and review two delicious beers. And boy, I gotta tell you, I'm excited about today's episode because there is one beer that I am dying to try. So, if you haven't checked it out, or if you have, if you're following me live, this is how it works. You can throw up a comment anytime you want. I'll respond. Or if you catch it in the playback, let me know if you've ever tried this beer, if you thought something cool that I went through was interesting. Because we also, on this show, we go ahead and we go through a little segment of called, What Are You Reading? What Are You Watching? It's pretty self-explanatory. I talk about what I'm reading and what I'm watching, and I'm also interested in what you're reading and what you're watching. And then at the very end, well, not at the very end, at the end, we go ahead and we do this day in history. And boy, there were some exciting things going on this particular day. And then at the very end, we're going to go ahead and close the show out with a quote, a little bit of inspiration, something that I see that maybe motivates me. I think about internally. I think about it spiritually. It could be something on leadership, quotes about life. It could be something silly, whatever I happen to catch during the week. I write it down, and then summing it all up, kind of balling it all together. This show, we bring up a couple of topics that I found interesting or stuff that I just want to go ahead and mention. So thanks a lot. If you're here, go ahead and say hello, give me a wave, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you spending a little Sunday time with me here on the weekly beer and video review show. And well, let's get right into it. Guys, we're going to go ahead and pop the first bottle. And this is what we're doing today. I want to introduce you to a little Irish lager. And today's first beer is from Ireland, the Harp Lager. All right. I'm not sure if you've ever had this one. I've had a few. I don't know if they rebranded. Definitely looking at the label, it's pretty new to me. They used to have an older label, or a different label, as you will. It's made at the St. James Gate in Dublin. Okay, and that is Conor Mcgregor fans out there, if you like this kind of stuff, he definitely probably sucked down a couple of harps in his life. I'd love to get some Conor McGregor proper 12. You know, I just want to see what it's all about. I love Irish whiskeys and Jamesons and things like that. So maybe I'll one day bring that here on the show. A nice bottle of proper 12, and we can do some shots. But all right, here we go. So it is 4.5% alcohol. Okay, so it's not one of the more stronger alcohols. And, well, it's just slightly under 12 ounces, a little smaller of a bottle, 11.2. Not sure why they did that, but that's how they do it. Hey guys, look, I just want to go ahead and say the last couple of weeks, because of the streaming issues, it's really choppy. I don't know how it is today. Can you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? Let me know, how is the stream on your end? Is it clean? Is it clear? Am I like talking like, what was it, Max, what was it, the guy from the 80s, and it looked like he was stuttering. Let me know on your end, is the screen freezing up? What's it like over there? Thumbs up. Morani's in the house. Yes. All right, cool. That's good. I was able to tweak a couple of things. We don't have so much internet bandwidth streaming through, so they're not throttling here in Los Angeles. It seems to be flowing back to normal. Chris, what's up? Good afternoon. How are we doing? We're going to drink in some Harp. Guys, if you don't know Chris Barani is on the other end here joining us live. He is the illustrator of the Travel Man Dan coloring book. And wait till you see this thing. Looks like we're going to probably do it sometime. Good. Glad to hear that, Chris. We're going to probably have it out sometime towards maybe the later part of summer, rolling into the fall school year. So hopefully you'll be able to check that out. It's going to be an awesome, cool, great coloring book. And Chris is the artist, and he is phenomenal. Wait till you see this coloring book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a campaign where I can raise money to go ahead and give children and, you know, third world, second world, basically with less educational supplies. I'm gonna fly over there and I'm gonna hand them a check and give them cash. It's donation only, so if you buy it, you're gonna be donating to one of those countries, one of those rural areas where they need school supplies, and I will go and hand deliver the money and make a video of it. So you'll be able to not only have the great coloring book illustrated by Chris Morani, written by me, a couple of sentences, but you'll be able to actually watch where your donation money goes. So that's going to be really fun. Stay tuned. We're talking to some publishers right now and hopefully going to get things launched. I want to do it probably when the school picks back up in early fall. All right, let's get into this. Got the red, famous Travel Man Dan bottle opener. Let's crack this sucker open. Take a smell. Right away, I can smell that red amber, that lager, that sweetness kind of flavor, almost like a dense chocolatey flavor coming out of this lager bottle. And let's go ahead and take a refreshing sip, a big ass gulp, if you will. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that is smooth. It's smooth. It's crisp. It's got a little bit of sting to it. It's a really nice flavor. Who do we got? Greg is in the house. What's up from Orlando? Greg, how we doing? Nice to see you here. Hope you're good. And those of you guys that basically join my show every week, I really want to say thanks a lot. I appreciate you hopping on, spending this time with me. But right away, the Harp has got a delicious flavor. It's got that amber lager taste almost to it. Really crisp, clean, smooth, not bad. Irish whiskey is the bomb, but Irish beer seems to be pretty good too. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy that throughout the show, and at the end, I'll give it a score. But I want to get into the first topic of today, and that is why, well, if you guys regularly tune into my show, who we got? Steve! What's up? String that harp. My brother Steve, little bro Steve, all the way from Kenmore, New York. All right. You're in the motherland. Da-da-da-da. All right. Got the little bro here. We got Greg and we got Morani here. It's going to be a good show. Let me go ahead and talk about why we weren't streaming live last week. I usually go every single Sunday and do not miss. Unfortunately, I don't know how to say this. I humbly regret saying this. It's been on my mind over the last week, but unfortunately, we all know the situation with COVID and the virus and everything. But my Uncle Chuck, Big Wheelie, for those of you guys that know him, unfortunately passed away last Saturday, and I just couldn't do it, guys. I couldn't get on a show and be optimistic and drink and stuff. So, you know, my uncle was a great guy, and we're going to talk about him a little bit later. But if you regularly tune in, that is why we weren't able to do the show. I just couldn't do it. My heart is still torn from my family. My Aunt Candy, she's still at home, sick with COVID-19. My cousins, they're not sick with it, but it's a heavy heart in our family right now. And we're going to talk about my uncle in a little bit. But that's why we didn't go last week. And, you know, like I said many times before, you know, you're going to come out of this thing a lot different in many different ways. We don't know where it's going. We don't know what's going to come. But all you can do is be the best person that yourself can bring to the table. And unfortunately, when you have a situation like this, somebody very close to you contracts the virus, it becomes very real. It becomes no longer just this thing that you should be careful of and that you hear on the news. It is a real thing. And let me tell you, it hurts like hell, okay? If you're anything like my family's very close. We come from Kenmore, New York. It's a very tight-knit kind of community of people that are, well, it's just, I don't want to say, it's just not a big city feel. It's not, it's a really, we're a really family-oriented family, if that makes sense. And when this thing hits you, and it hits you with something like a death, it is, it's overpowering because you're left helpless and you can't do anything. So At this time, I would like to say I hope that each and every one of you, whether you're live with me now or that you catch this on the replay, that I hope that your families are safe. I hope that you're staying safe. Be well. Be positive out there. We're gonna get through it. So, without hanging on it too much more, I want to talk about. Let's go back to my uncle because, you know, I was feeling a little down all week, and my friend that lives at the Travel Man Dance Studio basically surprised me. Next Tuesday is my birthday. I will be a certain age, and I was looking forward to being, you know, going out, partying, whatever, but under circumstances you can't. So, feeling very low about my uncle, who was a musician. He was a singer for over 45 years in the city of Buffalo. He had like a band called Big Wheelie and the Hubcaps, and he sang doo-wops. He sang Elvis covers. He sang all kinds of really cool 60s kind of Rat Fink kind of motorcycle rock, if you will, music, and he was loved in our city. He still is. He was in the Buffalo Hall of Fame. He plays he's been playing the concert downtown Buffalo every summer for 40 years, I think. Happy birthday. Not yet, Chris. It's on Tuesday. And, you know, the one birth, you don't have to give me a birthday money. You don't have to give me birthday money. Just go ahead and maybe throw a comment on one of my YouTube videos. But anyway, now, so I was feeling a little low. So my friend calls me into the room to say, hey, listen, I got you a birthday gift. I say, you don't have to give me a birthday gift. And, you know, he did anyway. It was wrapped up. Him and his family are around, and this was on Wednesday, and it was one of the coolest birthday gifts I've ever gotten, and it just really touched my heart, and I want to share that with you. So to Sergio and his family who gave me an early birthday gift, check this out, guys. This is it right here. This is my uncle's album. Okay, if you're young and you haven't seen one of these before, this is a vinyl album. All right, check it out. And this is pretty cool. This is my uncle right here. Look how boss he looks, man. Look at that low V-neck cut. He's got his chest out, the guitar. He's wailing into the microphone. And this is his album called Big Wheelie. Gives you something old and something new. And it's a lot of cool covers. It's a lot of fun stuff. Just really what a heartfelt gift. I absolutely love it. That's why we have the record player at the bar today. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close out the show with a Big Wheelie song, so be sure to stay tuned. You're gonna be able to hear my uncle rocking and rolling on this album. But yeah, this is one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten, because I live in Los Angeles, and getting an album like this is maybe a little bit harder. I'm sure there's probably some tucked away in my maybe somewhere in my attic or something, in my albums and stuff. But for my friend to go ahead and get this on the internet is really badass. And thank you so much, Sergio and the Choi family, for giving me an early birthday gift, one that is so meaningful to me, and when I'm going through out here alone. Who do we got? I'm sending you the recipes. Yeah, that's my father, by the way. Dad, what's up? All right, Pops is here. You know, I told my father, listen, it's April 28th. The only thing I want, don't send money. Okay, you don't even have to go on YouTube and watch a video. Just send me some Christmas cookies. I like the thumbprints, but instead of the Hershey Kisses, I like the Reese's peanut butter cups. So let me know what your favorite Christmas cookie is down below. My father's an awesome cook. He does it. He does an awesome job. He gets frustrated, but he does an awesome job, and especially at the Christmas cookies. Let me know what your favorite Christmas cookie is down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you ever want to send me some, Pops, you got my address. Send me a box of them suckers. All right. Steve, the birthday shirt. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. All right. Let's get another sip of the harp and let me know. As little Steve would say, okay, I'll wear it next time. Next show, I will wear the birthday next week. All right. Let's strum the harp a little. Ah, man, really nice beer. It's got just a really nice blend of the lager taste, where it's got that kind of ambery, kind of not almost all the way full IPA. You know how some IPAs are just like bam, punch you in the face, kind of they got that hoppiness to it. This has got the right amount of ale. You can taste the barley in there. It's really refreshing. I haven't had a drink in 2 weeks, so it's extra good. And just overall, it is just a really delicious swig. Harp Lager. I'm not sure, maybe this is a beer. It is 4.5%, so if you want to tie down like 12 to 15 of them, depending on your ability to drink, well, I know Buffalo guys could probably do it, but yeah, this is a pretty good beer so far. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is I got a little interview this week. Last week I was on a show called Coffee with CANNEL. It's I was zoomed in on it. A lot of fun. It's with one of the top YouTubers in the world. He basically has a YouTube channel called Think Media, and I'll be sure to go ahead and put it down in the description below if you want to check it out. If you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to grow a YouTube channel. They also do a lot of tech review stuff, so if you're looking to buy a camera or you want to know the best type of like drone or stuff like that, he's got the #1 YouTube growth channel. So I became friends with him and his team, Heather Torres, about a year and a half ago, and they just been helping me, and I've been going to conventions and just kind of growing and learning as much as I can about YouTube platform. So they had me on their live show, Coffee with CANNEL, and it was a great time. It was a lot of fun. I'll go ahead and put the link to that video if you want to check it out, where they had me on there for about 15 minutes and they just wanted to know about my channel. They wanted to discuss everything that I've been doing to grow it. We're almost at 5,000 subs. They wanted to basically walk through and understand what my process was, how I upload videos, where do I go, how am I doing nowadays because of the quarantine. I'm Travel Man Dan. That's what I do, is I travel around, but it's not so easy these days. So it was a lot of fun. If you get a chance to check it out, the guy's name is CANNEL, and it's Think Media, and the show. Namaste, Baro. What's up, my man from India? All right, welcome from India. How are you, sir? Good morning. I'm not sure what time is it. What time is in India today? But welcome, Baro. And yeah, just a really fun, really good show. And I was pleased to be on it. I've been trying to get on it. He has, millions of viewers, and it was really fun to get on there. And he's one of the realest, coolest people. He's just these are the type of people that, if you're going to get into this space of creating and being on YouTube and stuff, these are the type of people that have valuable information that will help you grow marathon, right? This is like the long run, okay? It's not a sprint. You're not going to get quick overnight success on YouTube and get immediately rich and famous and all these other good things. People do, right? People do. But they're usually outliers, and it's not all the time that you are just able to hop on something new and be incredibly successful. So really cool to go ahead and swap talk with this guy, get on the show, have him pick my brain. I went ahead and picked his strategies, and if you get a chance, check it out. It's called Coffee with CANNEL. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to take a swig of the Harp. I'm going to tell you then about the video that came out last week on my channel. Here we go. Oh man, wow, okay, it's all gone, man. It is really good. Really enjoy this harp. String the harps, as little Stevie would say. But man, this is some good stuff. Really like it. It's got, well, it's almost got that really hard malt taste to it, as opposed to the hoppiness. So you got your IPAs, and they got that really kind of piney taste to it, that one that usually the girls are like, I don't like IPA, or guys are like, that's gross, or they absolutely love it. Well, I'm doing good. Baro, thank you for joining us in India. I believe it's the morning over there. Have some tiki masala, have some butter chicken, and yeah, nice to see you. Okay, but yeah, this has got the alternative taste to it, is the heavy malt taste, and it's almost like a whiskey here, and it's really good. As you can see, I sucked it down in about 3 gulps. Now, it's incredibly hot here in the studio, all right? So, California, Los Angeles, Angeles right now is close to 90 degrees, and well, although we do have an air conditioner in the Travel Man Dan studios, we're not running it because, well, it kind of screws up the sound. Don't get drunk, you can't. Oh, please. Please, I'll drink him under the table. We got a little family quarrel going on right now. Hey guys, if you're here live, go ahead and shoot me a comment right now. Let me know where you're calling in from. I'd love to hear from you. So Harp, yeah, good stuff. Really enjoyed drinking this one. Was definitely a little parched, so it went down easy. Definitely, you can get it probably at any grocery store, any specialty store. I think it's an Irish, very popular beer. So who do we got? Hey, Amanda, what's up? How we doing, Amanda? Hey, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you hopping on. Thank you for joining us on the weekly beer and video review show. And we're about to give this Harp a score. The score for the Harp, really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it an 8.5. 8.5 for the Hop. No, he cannot. Okay. Really good beer. Definitely, if you're going to go out, get the 12 pack, right? Don't, you know how when you're at the beer aisle, like, should I get the 6? Oh, Greg, we would love that. Dad, meet Greg. Meet Dad. Hey, we're back. Okay, we had a little trouble. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to speed this thing up because if we have any more difficulties, I'm going to be really pissed this week. But now, this is what we're really excited about. Guys, we're at the second beer. This is what we're doing. It's a bigger one, but I don't care. It's not quite a 40. It's in between. Ladies and gentlemen, check out today's second beer, Orion. Okay, check this sucker out. It is a massive, let's see, pint or so. I'm not sure. Okay, we got 1 pint, 5.4 fluid ounces. Oh, it is 5% alcohol. Oh, I missed you. Where are you from? Okay, I missed it. This one is from Okinawa, Japan. I love it. I love the simplicity in the label. I've never had this one. I drink a lot of Japanese beers. I love Sapporo. I love Ichiban. I had some other obscure Japanese beers when I was over there, but definitely love to drink this one. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. We're going to go ahead at the end. We're going to do a special listening of a big wheelie in the hubcap song, and I got a little shot glass ready, so I'm just giving you guys a warning. This is a beer and a video show, but we will be saluting to my Uncle Chuck shots, so I hope that you can go ahead and get that ready for the end of the show. But let's go ahead and try out this beer right here. All right, crack this sucker open. Ooh, man, I love that. All right, what do we got? Greg came on and I lost, but yeah, I know, we're back. All right. Wow, that one smells good, right? There's always this image that I have as a child of, like, I don't know, it must have been the early 80s, like, I don't know, 84, 85, somewhere in there. My dad had me in my Aunt Rosie's pool. He had me in his hand, maybe a cigarette hanging out, and he's probably drinking an old Milwaukee, right, and burping and whatever. And then I smelled that burp as it crossed over into my face. And I always have that image, that picture of my dad's burp that brings back the beer smell. So I definitely enjoy beer at a very young age, and this beer from Okinawa, the Orion, is well, it's exciting, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a big healthy swig. Here we go. Ooh, that is good. That is good. Wow. All right. Okay, now, like most of that I find, okay, this is only an assumption, but most of the Japanese beers are that dry hop taste, okay? I think the Sapporo, the one that comes in the silver can, actually goes ahead and promotes itself as a dry beer. So right away you can taste the flavor of the Orion being a dry beer. So really delicious, refreshing drink. It's 5%, got a bigger bottle. We're gonna go ahead and get through this sucker, and it's gonna be a good time. But now I want to talk about last week's video. Holy moly, I don't know if you guys, go Bills! Yes, Bills. Look at this. I want to show you guys a little Bills memorabilia from the 90s. Look at that. That is an awesome hat right there. That is vintage. We're gonna hang that up on the bar somewhere. We'll do it next time. But Guys, last week's video, I don't know if you guys are, I wish I was curious about how that oh, Amanda, it's delicious. Okay, you can get it at any of the Japanese and Korean markets here in Los Angeles, but it's got like a dry taste to it. Yeah, Steve, can you believe that hat? But it's really good, Amanda. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it and describe it a little bit more. You're talking like a drunk sailor. Oh my gosh, this year, I don't believe it. The guy actually believes. He's a believer. All right. Really excited about the Bills draft choices, and we'll get into that in a minute. But I want to talk about what I was talking about before we started this. Guys, if you've seen last week's video, I don't know if you know this, or I don't know if you live in the United States, but we're going to be doing a lot more of these here on my channel. Yeah. Basically, what it is we went to Arby's, and we tried something on the secret menu. The secret menu. Okay, most fast food restaurants have a secret menu, and they'll list them on the internet. You can find other YouTube videos, but I'm going ahead and I'm giving you my impression of what I ordered. And I went to Arby's and I ordered something called the Meat Mountain. I mean, this sucker was stacked like this big. I'm like holding this thing. It's as big as my head. It's pretty much like a quarter pound of everything at Arby's. You got sliced turkey. Oh, I forgot. I'll start from the bottom. So say this is the bun. We got chicken fingers. We got turkey. We got roast beef. A layer of cheese. Okay. Then we go into the pastrami. Then we have roast beef. Then we have bacon. That sucker's amazing. It's called the Meat Mountain. That video is out right now on my channel. You need it out and then get your ass to Arby's. You're gonna love it. Pops, I know you could hammer down one of those sandwiches. You know, I know it ain't the tap room, but really great video. I hope you guys, yes, the secret menu is real, Steve. It is definitely real. Go to Arby's, ask for the Meat Mountain, get Katie one, she'll love it. Get Bodie one, he'll love it too. They're freaking good. So if you get the, I think it's just around $11 just for the sandwich. I ordered the and you'll see in the video, I'll go ahead and throw that up there right now. I ordered the white cheddar macaroni and cheese and a sweet tea, or unsweetened tea. So it came to like $17. But if you just want the Meat Mountain sandwich, it's freaking amazing. And I'm gonna be rolling out each week a secret menu food Friday. We're gonna do some Sonic, we're gonna do some Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, some really cool and interesting ones. McDonald's, which I haven't eaten in 5 years. We're gonna break the curse and we're gonna check it out. But yeah, the secret menu is for real. Let's get back. Oh, Amanda, are you still with us? I'm gonna let you know how the Orion is. Oh, that's tasty. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, that one's good. This is a good, really smooth, kind of dry beach beer, right? You pull up, you bring about 3 or 4 of these for yourself, maybe 3 or 4 for other people, and just lay them in the cooler. And you're sucking back on this thing, and it's gonna make your hands look small, but that's okay, because the beer bottle, what's inside is what matters. And it is delicious, refreshing. Japan, you guys do it well, man. I gotta give it to Japan. They really make a nice beer. Almost all their beers, their name brand beers, are really pretty good. I mean, sometimes you get into a different country, I mean, all beer is pretty much good except for 26C. that one's the pits, the lowest one we've ever done here on this show. All right, so now, yes, let's talk about something really cool, something fun, something exciting. Guys, I had to make a little pivot, if you will. Obviously, my name is Travel Man Dan, and I'm not able to travel around. I'm not able to go even in my own city. I'm not able to go and sightsee and go do things and show people Los Angeles, because the thing is millions of people come to LA. So as a travel vlogger or a travel show host, if you will, making videos in your own city here in Los Angeles is still a great time. You will never know the secret menu at my house. But yes, I do eat at my house a lot. I come home, I put on about 20 pounds. So it's my hometown house is my favorite place to eat. My father is my favorite chef. But anyway, yeah, so I had to make a pivot. So instead of the weekly travel videos, I've been putting out Reading Man Dan. And it's another character of mine that I kind of drew in, that I was like, look, how can I make another creative video? How can I make it fun? How can I make something that I enjoy, something that I like, something that I want to encourage people and be positive about? So I started reading kids' story time. I started doing children's books, right? I know what you're thinking. I used to be a kindergarten teacher. Why is this goon reading kids' books, right? So my first episode was Dr. Seuss. I did Cat in the Hat and I did Wacky Wednesday. A lot of fun. Absolutely loved it. I'll go ahead and throw that up there right now if you want to check it out yourself. But just a really good time. Well, I went ahead and posted it on Instagram, and I was hit up by the publishing or the group that called Early Moments Books, and they basically go ahead and they take care of all the Dr. Seuss books, all the Disney books for kids, and they basically have a company that does all their books, the publishing stuff. And they contacted me and they said, you know, we love what you're doing. You mind if we share your video? Make a long story short, I said absolutely, share the video, get it out there, run it back, you know, do whatever you got to do, throw it out there as many times as you want. I want to go ahead and do this as a weekly thing, a Reading Man Dan every Tuesday. They were like, excellent, we're going to go ahead and sign you up to the part, you know, we're going to throw you some books for free, we're going to go ahead and introduce you to our marketing department and all that good stuff. Well, I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. This all happened over Instagram. Well, lo and behold, I gave him my address, and you wouldn't believe what came the other day. On Friday, guys, check this out. My very first, I guess, partnership, sponsorship deal. Check this out. This is from Early Moments. You can see it right there, Early Moments, 46, Greg. Early Moments, right? Awesome. I haven't even opened yet because I'm going to do the unveiling right now. But whatever's in this package, whatever they sent me, we will be reading on Reading Man Dan over the next several weeks. And let's go ahead and I'll give you guys a live reaction opening to the Dr. Seuss pack that Early Moments had sent me. Check this out, man. This is freaking amazing. Oh, and just to make a pivot, just to create, there's a lot of books in here. Wow, stacked in here. Look at all these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 10 books. Okay, 10 books for free because we're going to go ahead and make some videos, and they like the Reading Man Dan. And let me go over them really quick because this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some good times with this. We've got some classics like One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. We got Fox in Socks. Okay, gonna get crazy with that one. We got The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. Oh man, you remember The Cat in the Hat? That was the one that broke through. That was the one that got us this little partnership. And he comes back. I wonder what kind of wacky stuff he's gonna do. I wonder if he's gonna bring one thing, two thing with him. All right, we have Dr. Seuss, 1, 2, 3. All right, check it out. We have Marvin K. Mooney, Will Please You Go Now. All right, I'm not sure what that's all about, but it looks like that little guy is getting scolded. All right, Mr. Brown, Can You Moo, Can You? All right, Mr. Brown. First of all, what's up with Mr. Brown's mustache? All right, we got Hop on Pop. Nice, damn good. Thank you, Steve-O. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's yeah, thank you. That's all I can say. I'm very excited right now, and I'm going through this, but at my heart, I'm very humbled by this because this is a start. I've been working my ass off at this, whether it's, you know, acting. Barrow, yes, you'll like these. Or here now as a host. I just want to go ahead. I want to produce more than I consume. I want to create, and it's nice to know that. And Steve, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Check this one out. Hop on Pop. Dude, I think if I hopped on my pop, the dude would explode. All right, the foot book. Anyone got a foot fetish? We're going to be hitting this up. And, ooh, man, I was hoping this was in there. Yes. Green eggs and ham. A good friend of mine said green eggs and Dan. Okay, wow. We're really looking forward to that one. And then there's a Wocket in my pocket. Check it out, okay? I'm not even sure what a Wocket is, but looks to be like some little girl alien. So really excited, really pumped. Very thankful for the opportunity from Early Moments Books that they were able to send me those books, and I'm able to now create more videos off of it. And you know, it's all about pivoting, right? I could sit back and I can make excuses like, why am I not doing videos? Oh, it's, you know, the travel. I can read. It's Dr. Seuss, but I can read. You know, there's a lot of times out there where you can make excuses for a lot of different things, like why you know doing this, and you know it's COVID-19 and you know the quarantine. But you just have to make that switch. You have to think outside the box. You have to go ahead. Maybe is it, Greg? I'm sure you did, man. I'm sure you did. Greg, what is your favorite Christmas cookie, guys? Are you guys one of those cutout people? Are you one of, well, like I said, I prefer the Reese's cup inside my thumbprint, or my brother's wife's mother, right? Not to get all Spaceballs on you, but my brother's wife's mother makes cookies. Thank you. It is called Gucciadottis, and they are phenomenal. I'm not even sure what the hell a Gucciadotti means. I think people just like to say it in my family, like Gucciadotti. I don't know. I think it's probably some kind of like offshoot of America meets Italia. You know what I mean? A lot of words got convoluted from the old Europeans that came over. But Gucciadottis are fantastic. But there's something about peanut butter and chocolate. Yes, those are amazing. Steve knows. All right, moving right along. Let's get back into the Orion beer. Wow, really, really good. One of the things that, if you don't know about Asia, specifically China, but now that I'm drinking this bottle, Japan, is, you know, a 12-ounce bottle is pretty much the norm bottle here in America. So when people ask me how many bottles you can drink, I say, well, around 9 to 12, depending on the beer, right? And we're talking about time-wise. In a good, let's say 5 hours of drinking. So if you start at 7, you're done at midnight, you could probably get in a dozen. But that's American bottles. In China and in Asia, they go by these mega bottles, right? So when they hear, when somebody asks you in China, like, how many bottles of beer can you drink? You tell them 12. They're like, what? You know what I mean? They just can't believe it, because that's almost like a case, right? And a case is actually a lot of beer if you can drink, even here in the United States. So I like how Japan does it too. And another reason I think they do this is because, well, they also serve like little cups. And what you do in Asia is you kind of just, you take these big pints and you fill up these little cups, and everyone cheers almost like a smaller but bigger shot of beer. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Orion is a really delicious, hearty beer. I like the smooth, I like the dryness to it. I like how it's freezing cold. You can see how it's sweat dripping off that sucker. All right, that's really good. And now I want to go ahead and talk about a little bit something that, you know, let's change directions. Playing video games, right? Always been relaxing. What's your favorite video game ever? Put it down in the comments below. If you know me really well, you probably know my favorite video game of all time is Baseball Stars. So I've come across the PC game that I've been absolutely freaking ecstatic and waiting for. Travel Man Dan, this is my bedroom, this is my bathroom, this is my all right. Nice, Greg. Tony Hawk 2, great game. That was a game changer. That was a game changer. So okay, now, love Baseball Stars, but the game I'm talking about is Super Mega Baseball 3. Okay? Oh man, this game is freaking awesome. Just Google it. It's not out yet. It's all these funky ass characters. Really fun game. Well, I haven't played it, so I don't know the gameplay. But Super Mega Baseball 3 has an enormous positive reviews on it, and I'm super excited to buy this game and sit here after I decompress, after I do my job, after I do all the stuff for Travel Man Dan. Baseball Star. I like to just go ahead, sit back, play some football, relax, play video games. You know, it's just something as a child of the early 80s that when you grow up, you just never grow out of video games. I know I don't play as much as I like to, but I also have to, make money and get things going, and I want to do creative stuff like this. But really excited. Check out Super Mega Baseball 3. It's an indie maker. I'll definitely throw them up a shout. And yeah, I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description below. You can check out their video that talks about the game. Really fun, especially if you like sports games. All right, now let's go ahead. Take another swig of this, man. Really tasty. I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried Orion. I know a lot of people have tried Japanese Sapporo, Ichiban. What's the other one that I'm thinking of? I can't think of the third, like, most popular one, but really, really tasty. Orion, delicious. It's got a full taste to it. Okay, it's got when you take a swig of it, you feel like you're eating like barley. Right? It's got that meaty kind of drink flavor to it, and it's really refreshing. Really nice stuff. Now let me tell you about next week. What video is coming out next week? Next week we're gonna get into, well, we're definitely gonna be putting out a lot of reading Mandan stuff. Okay, I might make the ultimate move and do one reading book a day. Right? So basically, we're eventually going to get on a schedule where we're doing one reading Mandan a week, but I might do it while we're in quarantine. I might do a video every single day because it's just easier to shoot. I'm in control here in the studio. Now the back end of it is editing. That is a little more difficult, and I had to learn how to do that, but that is probably what is going to come up. But we're going to go ahead, and this upcoming week is another chance to take a look at a secret menu at a fast food Friday. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm not sure where I'm going to do. I'll give you an idea. It's probably going to be Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, or Burger King. Okay, all three great establishments, delicious restaurants that I frequent quite often, but I've never tried the secret menu at each of these places. I was aware of the secret menu a few years ago, but I never put two and two together to go ahead and, wow, let's make, now that we're in quarantine, we have to go through the drive-thru, let's make secret menu videos. So I'm probably going to do one of those three restaurants. Stay ready, be ready. All that good stuff is coming out next Friday for the Food Friday. And then if you start seeing some other little content popping up, I will be releasing what's called micro content. And if you follow me on Instagram at Travel Mandan, you'll see every full-length video that I put out on Wednesday and Fridays. Yes, the chicken wing cart in China. Oh, that was some fun stuff. I cannot wait to go back to China. Listen, yes, Asahi. Thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. That was it. That was definitely it. Some of the best times I had in China. Do you know some of the other secret menu? Oh, I do, Steve. I do. What do you want to hear about? So, you just have to, well, we'll keep it a secret. We'll keep it a secret. Let's talk about, I cannot wait to go back to Asia. I mean, aside from China just being a place that I would probably go to, KFC has them, yep. KFC has a good one, actually. I know a good one at KFC. But I cannot wait to go back and see my friends in China. Some of the best, yeah, I know you like that. My favorite fast food, what's your favorite fast food? I think my favorite fast food would be Long John's. Yeah, I like the fried fish there. Fortunately, they're kind of going out of existence, so. But some of my favorite times going to China were with my dad. As strange as it sounds, like just flying over there with him and getting hammered, drinking on the plane, and then waking up. And it's pretty cool because, a lot of my friends and my dad's friends in restaurants, and just, it's really weird to be with, a family member in China because you can share all those experiences together. So, Pop, if you're listening, I love that time. I hope we get to do it again. That was fantastic. Yeah, looking forward to that. But now I want to go ahead and take another sip of Orion because we are running up on the show, and I'm going to start the segment called This Day in History. Beautiful taste. Beautiful taste. That's all I gotta say. I mean, the Harp got an 8.5 and it was good. But really, the Orion is standing tall. Is really giving us a good run for the money as one of the best beers that I've had on this show. I want to thank you guys who are hanging with me. Thanks for hanging with me on the show. Appreciate it so much. And now I want to talk about this day in history. This is a quick little segment. It really doesn't take a brainiac to figure it out. I'm going to talk to you about some dates, what happened on this day in history. Now, one of the things is, before you get all historical teacher guy on me, I'm not going to break it down too much. I'm just going to tell you what happened. If you want to go ahead and research it, do it on your own time. But this is what happened this day in history on April 4th. Yeah, that's a slip up. We usually edit that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. On 4/26/1514. Okay. His name was Copernicus. Makes his first observations of Saturn. Whoo! Let your mind explode. Guys, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Saturn through a telescope, but wherever you are, if you get a chance to do it, it's probably late August to early October. If you're on the West Coast, you have to double check. I'm not, don't quote me on the East Coast or where you are in the world. It's too difficult for me to. But if you're in Los Angeles, go to the Griffith Observatory during those months and look through the Zeiss 12-inch telescope, and you will see one of the coolest freaking images you will ever see in your life, because looking at the actual planet of Saturn is awesome. And here's the thing. If you're a young guy and you don't have a girl, or you're a girl and you don't have a guy, and you're dating somebody, take them to the observatory. It's free, right? It's free. And go during those summer months. Check out check out Precocious Ring. That's cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Check it out. And if you're not aware, you can probably see it no matter where you are, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, I believe. Look outside in the sky tonight and you will see that big shining light. That is on April 26, 1791, the Cherokee ceded over their land with the Treaty of Holston, and basically handed over their land to the United States government or the officials or whatever. So that happens in 1791. Kind of a sad day in American history, but it did happen, and there you go. On April 26th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth was surrounded in Port Royal, Virginia. If you don't know who John Wilkes Booth was, he was the one that shot Abraham Lincoln. He was surrounded in Port Royal, Virginia, and shot to death. Okay, the guy killed President Lincoln, right? He was caught, and they gunned him down. So yeah, this is the day it happened, except for the year of 1865. And April 26, 1954. All right, Pops, were you alive then? All right, maybe this happened to you. The Salk polio vaccine field trials began. Okay, that was in McLean, Virginia. 1.8 million children were subjected to the vaccine, and they started testing it. And especially during times like right now that we're going through, vaccinations, anti-vaxxers, look, I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into flat earth and whatever. But this is what happened, okay? The polio outbreaks were killing kids. And they found a vaccine. They implemented it on this day in 1954. And then the rest is history. And it's probably the reason why my generation doesn't have polio, I know. And, it's a huge breakthrough in medical history. So that happened on this day in 1954. On April 26, 1986, there was a massive explosion over in the Eastern Bloc. It was at Chernobyl in Ukraine. Nuclear reactor number 4 exploded, and I think it's still on fire or still exploding. Uncle John's watching. Yes, Uncle John. I am wearing pants. Okay, check it out. Black jeans, if you will. Who likes black jeans? Hell yeah, dude. You're either a black jean guy or you're not, but I absolutely love black jeans. I don't know. It's just, yeah, black jeans, right? But yes, Uncle John, good to see you. If you guys are still with me, my Uncle John's here. Give it up. All right. Okay, so yeah, Chernobyl exploded on this day in 1986. And then the last thing I have for you this day in history, on April 4th, stand up, Greg, stand up. Borrow likes black jeans. All right. And April 26, 1994, voting began for all races in South Africa, which prompted the African National Congress, okay, winning the vote and electing the president to be Nelson Mandela. All right. Huge day. Huge day for history, huge day for South Africa. I've been to Johannesburg. Absolutely love South Africa. It's one of the coolest places. I didn't get a chance to see Cape Town, but huge strides. And on this day in history, that's what happened. And well, we'll salute to that with a little Okinawa beer. Here we go. Ah, man. Okay. We're almost done. We're almost ready to wrap this thing up. So, I hope you guys are going to stay with me, because what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take one more sip of this Orion beer. I'm going to go ahead and give you my last thoughts. Okay. You're a good 10 minutes before you... Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, if you guys are still here and you're having a good time, I hope that you guys are. I hope that you're safe. I hope that you're well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, what are you reading? What are you watching? What are you reading? That's what I'm reading. I am reading... I think we talked about this before, but I'm revisiting. I'm reading Save the Cat. Okay, this book is awesome. It's by Blake Snyder. I revisited it maybe twice a year, every year, because as an actor, it's a perspective of a writer. Then you can understand why, as an actor, you're making the choices that you are. Certain beats, certain choices that you do throughout a scene, throughout a movie, throughout anything that is written. Is pretty much explained in this book, okay? Really important book. And then, like the 12 different things of a scene, of a playwright, you can break down into a scene, and it really helps an actor. If you guys are interested, I can put down a link, I put down in the description a link to my acting coach. Guy's phenomenal, David Roundtree. He breaks this book down each and every class about what you're doing, how to do it. There's actually a really important way to break down every scene, and Blake Snyder at Save the Cat is a phenomenal book. Yeah, Greg, if you're ever interested in writing or being an actor or being a creator of some kind of movie type, whether it's a short or a scene or a full feature, get Save the Cat, read it, understand it. Let me know what you're reading down below. It's important to always be reading, not just children's books. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about what am I watching. What am I watching? We did it a few weeks ago. I'm doing it still. Amazon has it all, okay? Check out all of the James Bonds. My favorite James Bond is Timothy Dalton, okay? I know what you're saying. A lot of people don't like him. I just think he's the coolest. Who's with me? Who's with me? Sorry about that. So yeah, check out, I'm watching License to Kill. Phenomenal movie, okay? Really good stuff. Favorite James Bond is Timothy Dalton. They also have actors like Robert Davi. If you remember him, he was one of the Fratelli brothers from Goonies. They got Frank McRae. If you don't remember him, he was from Lock Up with Stallone, the big black guy that was working on the cars. Awesome guy, man. He'll appear in a lot of early 90s movies. And you got Benicio del Toro, who was one of his first roles as kind of a bad guy. So let me know down in the comments below your favorite James Bond. That's my favorite. Yes, exactly, dude. I know, Steve. It's really one of the most underrated movies of all the James Bonds, right? It's really good. License to Kill. That's what I'm watching. Let me know what you're watching. Now, guys, I want to go ahead and take the last sip of Orion. We're going to get into the quote of the week. And then he would kick your ass. Well, probably on TV, most of the James Bonds would. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to an album. And if you don't know, I'm going to bring you in on this. Uncle John is here, but we are going to be listening to Uncle Chuck, Big Wheelie, It's going to be a lot of fun. So sit back. I hope you have your liquor ready because we're going to be doing a shot for Big Wheelie. We're going to be doing a shot. But now I'm going to get into the Orion. All right. All gone. Delicious. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Like I said, it is from Okinawa, Japan. Orion is the flavor, okay? It's got that dry taste to it. Really enjoyed it. Would I get it again? Absolutely. I get it from the Korean market up the street from me. Really like it. Got a fresh, clean, crisp, dry taste to it. Very malty. You can taste the barley on it. It's delicious. It's refreshing, and I definitely suggest checking it out. And that's why we're going to give it one of the highest scores ever on the weekly beer and video review show with Travel Man Dan. We're going to give it a 9. Holy cow, a 9. That's right. I am not messing around when I'm telling you this beer is delicious. So in case you forgot, we gave this a 9 and this an 8.5. Strum the heart. These are the quote of the week is brought to me by Unanimous. That one's my mom made with lots of... Oh, yes, absolutely. Gotta go frosting, Greg. Gotta go frosting. So, what I want to talk about is the quote of the week is this. Okay? And it's very... How do I say? I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who said it. Anyone could say it. Anyone could write it. But it's very true to the times that are going on right now. And whoever put this quote out there said, look forward with hope, not backwards with regret. Okay? Now, due to the current situation that we're in, we have to look forward. We have to look at our lives and understand we are going to get by this. It's tough right now, right? But if we look forward with hope, that we can not look back with regret, because what you do now is going to determine how you feel later. Because regardless, we're coming out of this thing. Okay, we're getting out of this thing as a country, as a global unit, as a complete world, as a sphere of Earth. Okay, as a human race, we're coming out of this thing. All right, so look forward with hope that we're going to be stronger. We're going to figure this thing out. We got, doctors, nurses, all kinds of frontline people out there working at this thing tirelessly, but they're going to find some kind of antibody, some kind of solution, some kind of vaccine, right? That's going to fix this, and hope. Now, what you don't want is to be just a miserable guy or girl every single day, just putting everything down and being pessimistic and just making your demeanor just hopeless, right? Because then when we do come out of it, which we will, you're going to look back and say, wow, what a stooge I was. What a dweeb, right? That's the thing. It's like, it's so important that we look forward with hope, no matter what that is. Because then, even when we're way past this thing, say you're catching this on the replay and you're not watching it live, and you're watching it a year from now, look forward to the hope of what you can become. If you start today, this is the start of whatever you want to be in life that you can continue to build on, and that you can say, you know what, 10 years from that day, all of a sudden you are that thing. You're that person, or you're developed into that skill, or you have that job because you started that day. Not 10 years later, still being miserable, hopeless, and then looking back with regret. So one last time, the quote of the week, and I want you to sit and ponder it, whether you're driving around, whether you're thinking it. I know I'm just a blue-collar guy just chugging beers here live on YouTube, but it's so important that you understand this, because it can create your mindset into a development that could be so much more powerful and can actually bring you the life that you want. One last time, look forward with hope so you don't have to look back with regret. Okay? Don't ever regret anything, right? I know people make foolish mistakes and stuff like that, but for the most part, look, if you're hopeful, you can achieve this. So that's the quote of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. At this point, if you're just joining me now, I'm gonna go ahead. This was brought to me and bought to me as my friend Sergio got me my uncle Chuck Vicario's Big Wheelies album. Okay, unfortunately, he passed away from the COVID-19 virus, and leaves me with a heavy heart in our family that we are devastated. But I feel so happy and proud that he was able to create something that I'm holding here, and we're gonna listen to it. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play you a song. It was inspired by Curtis Lee. Okay, Curtis Lee, and it is called Pretty Little Angel Eyes. And here is my uncle, Big Wheelie, Chuck Vicario, doing it. And then now, while we are listening to this, Steve, Dad, Uncle John, you guys with me? We will be drinking a shot. Greg, Barrow, we will be drinking a shot, okay, from my uncle here. We'll be throwing it down and getting totally wasted on tonight's show, and I hope you can enjoy it. So let me set this up, and then we'll go ahead and pour a shot, and we'll listen to this song, and then we'll go ahead and throw up a shot to end the show. All right, Big Wheelie. Ooh. All right, I swear I was born at the wrong time. I'll be doo-wopping and hanging out. Uncle Chuck, man. All right, so I'm drinking Chivas. Okay, I know this is a beer and video show, but guys, throw me down right now a comment. Let me know if you're taking a shot. Just very simple, okay? My uncle's voice is awesome. Let me bring it closer. I hope you guys can hear it. Pretty little angel eyes. Pretty little angel eyes. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the weekly beer and video review show. I'm Travel Man Dan, Danny Salay. Thank you so much. Shouts out. He did take us to the wrestling show. He took me, my little brother Stevie, Marky. Oh man, it was awesome. Your uncle, thank you, Barrow. I appreciate it. He was great. He was fantastic, an amazing performer. Had years and years of experience of singing and just, but to me, he was Uncle Chuck. And I love you, Uncle Chuck. I hope wherever you are, you're hanging with Chucky, Joey, Aunt Louise, Aunt Rosie, Grandma. Tell them all I said hi. And this shot's for you, Uncle. Wow. Guys, thank you so much. Cheers, Steve. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that you were able to hang with me. Thank you so much. Uncle John. Yes, Uncle John. Uncle John is doing a shot. Uncle John is my godfather. Uncle John, I hope you're doing good. Tell Aunt Pauline I said hi. Miss you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I feel like... Hi, Marani. Thank you, thank you. You are a Buffalo native? Hell yeah, my uncle rocked it out, man. I hope you're having a shot. Listen to him, man. Thank you, Barrow. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you had a good time. Man. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I'm going to sign off now. Guys, all the best. Be well. Be safe. I love you, my family, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.